welcome to NatFun. We're a live-recorded tabletop role-playing adventure game where the dice and a few friends tell the story. My name's Jackie, and I'll be your game master this session. And this time I'm joined by a few...
Twisted.
Negotiable.
Angry.
outlaws from the Scarlet Vulture's posse.
My name's Erin, and I am Bloody Belle. She's committed some murders recently, so she's got a grin on her face.
My name's Dan. I'll be playing Lucius tonight.
My name's Matt, and I'm playing a singed Wayne Cole.
Dead or alive, no one knows.
Nobody knows.
Shaking in his boots or just a pair of boots? The world may never know.
He's got a gun on his hip and a tail on his hip.
Today, we will be jumping back into our Fistful of Darkness adventure, which is a weird Wild West forged in the dark game system by Monkey Echo. You can find more details in our show notes at the end of our episode and on our website, natfunpodcast.com. But before we get started with this episode, we are going to do some shout-outs, which is still one of my favorite parts of playing with you guys. After each session, the players and GM write shout-outs to each other on our Adventure Google Doc, highlighting some of the cool moments we enjoyed from the last session. It's a great way to support each other and remember the awesome stuff you did, and earn in-game bonuses too, of course. So we're going to randomly select and read 2 shout-outs right here, right now. For the first one, the recipient will receive 1 grit on their character sheet, and for the second one, the person who posted it will receive 1 grit, both with no risk of overindulgence. You're fine, Wayne. Yep.
My vice is back, baby.
All right, so we have 8. So our first shout out will be number 2.
Number two. This is a shout out to Matt/Wayne from me, Erin. And I'm giving you a shout out because you finally earned yourself a nickname. Insane Wayne. Not only does he ride horses onto porches, he burns outhouses too.
Burns them to the ground. Don't leave it out.
That's a good one. All right, our second shout out is 7.
All right, that's to Dan. The Joker comes out. That was pretty epic to unveil, and the way you described the shot, I knew it was something you've been thinking about a long time, but it was really cool. Like, Wayne's head snapped around, although I half expected you to go with the full spaghetti western sound.
Yeah, that's not the Joker. The Joker's currently being worked on. He's got a loner pistol right now. He's taking
it's
for
just
a test
a loner.
drive. Just a test drive.
Well, whatever that thing was, that was slick.
He's got the jester, not the Joker.
Jester. There, the Joker. The Jester came out. There you go.
Jester.
Yeah, I think. What did you name the pistol?
Chaos Goblin.
His in-game nickname.
All right, well, thank you guys. So the first one goes to the recipient, which was Matt, and the second point of grit goes to the person who posted it. So this is pretty fortunate for you there, Matt/Wayne. You are, I believe, the lowest on grit out of everyone by not being able to indulge your vice. So you just scored yourself 2 points of grit, my man.
Thanks, everybody. I'd like to thank the Academy, my family, my fellow players.
And with that, let's roll into our synopsis. Last episode on Hellstruck's Demise, the gang decides to ride out after contemplating the situation with Marvin. Belle and Lucius have a little knife gamble at Wayne's expense, and they finally meet Peter, Wayne's tail.
Hey, guys.
They do make it to the manor house after some failed smooth talking. Belle opens fire. Wayne leads a horse to a bloodbath, and Lucius convinces the remaining 2 tumbleweeds to give Juliette back, which they do so out the second-story window, and she done be messed up. Lucius loads Juliette onto horse and sets off to get her to safety. After seeing the atrocities Juliette had done to her, Wayne decides to burn the house to the ground and smoke any remaining tumbleweeds out to ensure some form of justice is served. Not satisfied with killing the 2 unarmed tumbleweeds fleeing the burning house, Wayne continues around the property, setting other structures ablaze. As Belle rides up to catch up to Lucius, they hear a loud explosion penis. Dang it, one of you wrote this.
Yes, we did.
Damn it, Belle.
Who. She is obsessed.
This is what happens when you trust your players. And with that, are we ready to kick this pig?
Rape.
All right, so the burning question on everyone's mind has to be, what happened to Wayne? So I want to start with Belle and Lucius. The moment you guys are quite a ways away because you both gave him the go-ahead, like, you do what you do, you catch up. What do you do when you hear that massive explosion that shakes the ground beneath your horse's hooves?
As Acid Bath kind of takes a half stumble forward as the ground shakes, Belle looks over her shoulder and she goes, "Well, it was nice to know you, insane Wayne." And keeps riding.
As Lucius will tighten his grip on Juliette to make sure she stays on the horse as the horse takes a little bit of a stumble there, and he's not optimistic they're going to meet Wayne again, but there's nothing that can be done at this point. He'll either show up or he won't, but he's an adult. He can take care of himself.
There's one thing Wayne is not.
I just love the party mechanics in this game system compared to other things that we've played. Well, he done did that to himself, so...
I'm pretty sure
right.
You guys always leave me behind, no matter what game we're playing. I'm just throwing it out there, but this is just more blatant. I remember locked doors.
Holding a door closed.
Running across this, an open floor of animals. Yeah, Yep. But nonetheless, I'm fine with it.
So, you guys both acknowledge what happened and continue on. And time passes for a while. That hot sun is just beating down on you. Juliette seems, sometimes she's aware of what's going on, and sometimes she's just talking in gibberish and mumbling and about all sorts of crazy fever dreams she's had or is still having. And then eventually...
Hey!
It's
Wait
better than
up!
tongue sound.
Wait up! Wayne comes riding up.
Well, we weren't expecting to see you again.
Why not? I'm fine. As Wayne kind of pulls up along both of you, he has no idea the back of his coat is on fire.
Help me! It's really hot! Help me!
Quiet down, it's warm out.
Belle doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Lucius, he's more focused on Juliette right now, so he's not really paying much attention to you, Wayne. Again, you're an adult, you should be able to take care of yourself.
Ow! Ow! Dang it, Wayne!
What?
Ow!
What? Oh, hell! I'm fire! Good thing it's wool.
Wool? You would wear wool in the hot desert.
No one's ever accused...
Wayne is terrible at
I was going to
adulting.
say, no one's ever accused Wayne of being smart.
It's his nice coat. He's rather upset about the whole thing.
It's fine. I told the Hellstone I'm wearing a leather glove. I can pick it up.
No skin contact was the rules I understood. Whatever. It's fine. My coat's got holes in it. My shoulder's got holes in it.
You got scratches down your back.
Yep.
You're not as bad off as Juliette, though. She's got tentacles on her legs, a third eye, and a lamp arm.
Way to go, Aaron.
Wait, sorry. Say that description one more time. I just need it to sink in.
Tentacles on her legs, a third eye, and a lamp arm.
Just love it. She's never going to work in this town again.
Yeah, Aaron is really relishing this fictional character's like suffering.
I did always say she could light up a room.
Oh,
It's the first time that'll ever happen.
Lucius, are we back at the Dusty Rose yet?
Oh God, no.
Not yet. Here's some water, and he'll offer her some water to try to keep her hydrated.
Yeah, I'm out of whiskey.
And you see as you try and help her take a drink, it's just pouring out the side of her mouth. Miss Jolene, are you there?
So she's gonna look over at
Quinn? Jesse?
Belle and Wayne, and again reiterate, you see what these tumbleweeds are doing to everyone on here. I know you didn't like this woman, but she didn't deserve what happened to her.
You're absolutely right, Lucius. And we're going to do something about it. When we get to town, I'm calling a town meeting.
I
Another
like it.
talk fest. All right.
But I'll say we stop, briefly let the horses get some water, and we ride through the night. Juliette's in a way we can't let this go on. We need to get her back to
We should get there by late tonight or early morning. I agree.
Do our best to keep her alive.
Wayne will offer to take turns so the horses don't get too tired, and take her for a little bit too, so everybody can keep moving.
As you pull over to the river to let the horses take a drink, because you're getting a little closer to Blood Creek now, and that's not safe water to drink. It doesn't smell or look palatable to anyone, even a struck creature. So you head to the river, let the horses drink briefly, and you hear a high-pitched whistle from kind of above you on the hill.
Belle pauses and looks up.
Wayne fingers his rifle.
And you see a man on a horse wearing all black. Black hat, black shirt, long sleeves, black pants, black boots. Casually sitting in a saddle up on the ridge.
Do we
Calls
know-
out.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do we know any of the names of the Death Valley gang members? Like, would we recognize this person from town or town meetings?
You're a little too far away if you want to do a roll to see, possibly. But this person does call out to you. I need a word with your man, Wayne.
I'd like to see if we recognize him. Or Belle wants to see if she recognizes him, so I'll do a survey.
Okay. It's a pretty calm situation, and you're taking your time, so I would say this is controlled standard.
That's going to be a 3.
Nailed it.
You're trying to squint, you're trying to look, and just the wind howls, some sand flies up by your face, the hot sun, who knows what it is, but you just cannot see as far as Edwina. I mean, you just cannot see a clear silhouette to make up exactly who that is.
No callbacks.
But you
All
do
right.
recognize their attire as that of the Death Valley gang.
Well, Wayne's gonna take Juliette and slide her back over to Lucius and say, well, it's been one of those days. Can't go downhill from here. I'll go see what he wants. Kill him if he kills me. You know, all the general rules. We'll go from there. Wayne will trot old Chuck on up the path up to the hill.
So this is a conversation that Belle and Lucius would not hear, but we're obviously all still here listening, I'm just saying. So this individual waits for you to come up, seems quite relaxed. And you realize that as you kind of get up over the crest of the hill up to where they are standing, you see behind them a large group of the Death Valley gang on horseback, well armed.
Wonderful. Day just gets better and better.
Well, howdy there, Wayne.
Hello. Do I know you?
We haven't met before, but a little crow told us you killed one of ours. My boss, Miss Kepler, is mighty displeased you didn't even ask us first.
I may or may not know what you're talking about. I kill a lot of people. Nothing in particular against your group. Generally, I just shoot people and think about it later, but if you can narrow it down, I'd be happy to make amends in the best way I can, because I have no particular issue with you, because I don't know you, and I don't want more trouble than I've already got. Tell you what, you can see it's been a day.
Well, it's your lucky day now, Wayne. And he sits up in the saddle, and you hear the saddle and the stirrups kind of stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, the man you killed, he was running his mouth to the tumbleweeds. So his time was at an end. But that don't get you off the hook, though. And I'm surprised as hellstone at what she wants to do about it. And he turns his horse, nods at the group, which essentially parts the waters, and he starts to walk into the group of the Death Valley gang.
I'll be back in a minute.
Belle looks at Lucius and goes,
Maybe.
Should we just take off and leave him?
He's
The
an
day
adult.
continues.
He can take care of himself.
No, he's not. Well, he's gonna follow him. Wayne's not a coward, and he's not a dummy. He's crazy, but he's not a dummy. He'll take his comeuppance. He knew this could happen, and he's pretty sure he knows who he's talking about. By the way, there, well-dressed feller, I didn't catch your name.
Got a mighty fine name. It's Chuck.
Well, you know
Chuck
what? A man
Wagon.
dresses that fine. Has a name like that, I can't help but like just a little. No offense meant.
And as you walk through this group of 15 or so Death Valley gang members,
Mm-hmm.
you see a fairly small woman, very petite. And you've been in not just Hellstruck, but you were here when it was Awestruck,
Mm-hmm.
before the first Hellstone was found. And you recognize this as Mila Kepler, the leader of the Death Valley gang. She's very short, maybe 5 feet tall, fairly skinny, a little bit gaunt looking, and back in her day, she was a beauty pageant with her gorgeous golden blonde hair. But now, her hair is jet black, greasy, and often unkempt except the pigtails it's loosely tied in. She has sallow, pale skin, and deep, apparent veins run down her arms. And she's only dressed in black since her husband's funeral. And she has a chilling grin that puts anyone at unease. And around her neck, you see a glass vial in the shape of a coffin, filled with a thick, viscous red fluid.
Wayne being Wayne, he'll ride up, tip his hat, say, "Ma'am, I hear you want to speak with me." He'll take a deep breath, expect the bullet.
It's come to my attention. You took it upon yourself to relieve one of my posse of their duties. Is that true, Mr. Wayne?
I don't know who specifically we're talking about, but let's just say if I did it, I did it. And I can justify it or not justify it. If I think I know who you're talking about, yeah, I did it. And it wasn't meant as a slight against you or your posse in any way. This was directly at that person, but I understand the ramifications. I apologize for that.
Well, if it wasn't directed at our posse, would you care to elaborate on the circumstance behind your said actions?
I can, and these are my actions alone. We'll just keep it that clear, if that's fair.
Crystal?
Your man was hurting a few of the few innocent people in this town and taking advantage of people who couldn't defend themselves. And I'm not one to stand up for a lot of things, but
I'm going to interrupt you there, Wayne.
Yeah.
That's the story the people at the bar said. I've heard some interesting things about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you again. Can you explain to me why you dispatched my posse member?
Man beats and hurts women to get off. He's done. Done and simple.
I don't think that's the truth there, Wayne. I've heard some things about you. And she takes her hand and she holds onto that coffin.
Oh.
She picks it up.
Well, hell.
She kisses it and continues to hold on to it.
Ends and means are different, but I will tell you that in confidence, if that's just between you and me, and I know there's a lot of ears here, and that is one of the few personal things I have left, but I will tell you.
And she leans back and yells, "Back up!" And all the Death Valley gang goes back another 20 feet.
Alright. Fair enough. And he jingles the handful of casings in his pocket, and he rolls them out into his hand and shows her. Says, "Those little guys, to deal with the world we live in now, I've got to deal with those who left it, good or bad, especially the bad, or I can't sleep at night, or my mental health goes a little further off, and believe me, we don't want that."
And you watch this composed person relax, and that chilling smile turns into a radiant smile, the one that you saw when she was a pageant queen back in Hellstruck.
Wayne
As she
takes
holds
off his
tight,
hat,
almost
holds it in front of him.
as she holds onto that coffin, almost white-knuckled. And she says, "I've heard you're a man who respects the spirits, and I've been missing my dear husband, Billy Buck Thornwhip, since the day he died. And I swear if I could find someone that could connect me to him again, I'd be mighty grateful.
Oh.
So, I have an offer for you. Now, you got plumb lucky that the one you picked off was someone already on my hit list. But when your posse done get themselves killed, you just come back here to Blood Creek, and I'll have a job for you."
Well, dead or alive, I think I'm stuck in this town, ma'am. So, fair enough. I'll,
Oh, they're gonna get themselves killed soon enough.
Ask her what she means by that.
With that hot-headed Belle? With that hot-headed Belle? You don't think she's gonna run her mouth and get all of you done?
Yeah, it happens.
Struck down?
Yeah, well, we're already all struck down, ma'am. Just a matter of time. But,
Oh, I heard about that too. I'm just kidding.
Well, since we were in the cone of silence here, and we're having a private conversation, agreed?
She nods.
What's your stance on these tumbleweeds taken like they own the place?
I'd say, with fortune comes money. With money comes power. And if you've got enough people to make you look powerful, you got yourself access to money. that's about all I think they care about.
Well, I won't go into detail, but watch yourself. Watch anybody you care about, because apparently they've taken it upon themselves to strike people as a fun pastime.
Wouldn't surprise me if the coin's high enough.
Don't see the point, but nobody that anybody'd pay to have done. Let's put it that way. This is just pleasure now, which is sick in a world that's already sick. Just want to see where your stand was. It seems fairly indifferent, and that's fair.
Now, if you wish, I can fire a shot in the air, and you can take me up on my offer right here, right now.
No. I don't want to. Nobody needs to die. They don't need to die. That's not who I am.
I wouldn't kill him. I'd just make them think I kill you.
No, but I tell you what, I did my deed. Posse or no posse, when you have time, and I'm not bleeding, I'll do you a favor anyway. Whenever you're ready. I don't know that I can, I'll be honest, but I'll try. I didn't take your husband, but maybe somebody can find him for us.
You're not what I expected, Mr. Wayne.
Well, I get that a lot. The unexpected is what I do.
Alright, well, I do apologize, but to keep our cover, we're gonna have to run you off this hill now.
Fair enough. Try not to shoot the horse, please.
I won't. And if I hear you've been telling anyone that I have an ounce of compassion,
No.
I'll make do on that man that you took from the Death Valley gang. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am, and could you keep the same on my side? Man's got a name to live up to.
Sure thing, Wayne.
Alright,
I'll be seeing you soon.
fair enough.
And she leans back and she kind of calls out to her posse, and they all start hooting and hollering and yelling, and they kind of part the waters and run you off the hill.
Wayne kicks into the horse and gets low in the saddle and goes down straight down the side of the cliff, doing the full horse slide down the cliff because he knows Chuck will do it, and it looks awesome and sells the bit.
All right, Belle, Lucius, back to you.
Turn and hear all this ruckus behind us. Jump on the horse and get the hell out of here. Damn it, Wayne. Always getting himself into trouble, dragging us down with him.
Well, you're still mounting. Wayne comes blasting by, full tilt. Hurry up!
Belle just barely gets into the saddle of Acid Bath, and she's like, well, at least it wasn't a damn explosion, and chases off after him.
Not yet!
You are all able to get back in the saddle, get moving. You want to ride through the night, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, so you were a little bit away from that manor when you started. Didn't spend a lot of time there, to be honest. But you do, as you start to get close to the bridge crossing the creek, it's starting to get really, really dark. And Juliette's not doing so good. She's kind of just, every once in a while, she's just rambling, and you hear, no, it burns, don't do it again. No, the needles hurt, stop, ow. And she then starts to descend into just gibberish. And she's not even making eye or third eye contact with anything clearly anymore. She's starting to fall loose in the saddle and leaning heavier and heavier, and it's harder and harder to hold on to her as you ride.
Well, I must say Lucius has a little bit of flashback, and given that he's wearing his finer clothing, it actually has a little bottle of, let's call it painkillers, cocaine-based painkiller in it.
It's regular Coke.
Just,
Classic Coke.
Pull that out and try to ease her suffering a bit. See if he can't get a little in her mouth and calm her down.
All right, let's do a fortune roll here.
Oh, God. It's been so good thus far.
Not everything has turned out too bad.
I had a house fall on me.
That's fair.
You make bad decisions. That's mostly.
I make perfectly logical decisions that go poorly. There is a difference.
All right, so what overall trait would you be using for this?
I think it's gonna be wits because he's seeing her suffering. He realizes he has that small bottle in his pocket. You know, one might have for a night on their own, but he knows that it can also be used for medicinal purposes. At least it seems like it could be. So,
Just like a bone saw.
You have to say, yeah, the Weird Wild West, yeah. All right, so I think you would earn an extra dice for having that pill bottle. And I also think, unfortunately, you would have -1 dice for the disadvantage of going up against all these mutations that were instantly forced upon her. So I think this is unfortunately going to be a 1 dice fortune roll.
Come on, KS Goblin.
Sorry, it's 1 dice for each trait rating. So how many do you have in wits?
well, I always forget how this works. I have 2 before the line, none after the line, so it's a 0, right?
It's 2.
It's 2, okay.
Yeah, so you've got 1 dice for each trait rating, so that's your 2 in wits, and then you would have gotten an extra for having the
Cocaine blues.
Hellstruck Pure Coke, but you lose 1 for going up against all those mutations that she had forced upon her, so it's just going to be the straight roll of your wits.
Straight roll of wits. Oof. 2?
No, 3.
You get the highest.
Oh, I get the highest? Okay. And 3.
So,
It doesn't matter. We already
3.
established 2s and 3s don't matter. Fine, it might as well be 2. Just
What's the
It's
matter,
less
you?
bad.
It's a 2 or a 3. All right, so with the 3,
Do it right.
you go to give that to her, and she seems to calm and relax.
Oh, God.
And so you give her a little bit. You give her a little bit more, and she stops talking gibberish. She stops kind of panicking and looking around. She kind of stops everything. And she slumps fully over in the saddle, and you continue for a little bit, and then you notice she's hanging even heavier and heavier off the side as she falls from the saddle onto the ground in a heap. And you watch her arm flail out and flop flat on the ground. And in her hand, rolling out as she falls, is a leather case, one of those cases that you kind of wrap up and tie. And it hits the ground, and you watch the dust as the case rolls out of her cold, dead hand.
obviously Lucius would have stopped the horse the second she began to fall. He'll jump off and check on her first to see that she's got no movement, no life left in her. Her eyes won't stay open, or I guess stay open because there's no muscle left to, resist it. And I guess upon noticing the package in her hand, he would pick it up and open it up.
When you open the package, just a brown leather wrap. But when you open it up, you hear the sounds of kind of glass on glass. And when it's fully unrolled, you see 3 very thin glass vials. 2 are broken. And they are all connected at the bottom to a long metal needle that is in a small loop in this wrap. And the one that's not broken, you can see just at the bottom of the glass a bright neon green drop of liquid inside the vial. So I would like you to progress your posse's drop of hell clock by 1 tick.
So be clear, the vial's not full, it's just a little bit in there, just a drop.
You don't see it, Wayne?
I'm just asking. Trying to be clear.
No, you're good. There is a single drop, but I would say Lucius has seen this liquid before, or something similar to it.
Lucius, as he sees this, he recognizes it's something to do with Hellstone. The fact that there's a syringe, nothing good can come of this.
No.
He'll pick it up and he'll open it up so that Belle and Wayne can see it as well and say, this is what they stuck her with.
Jeez.
They're truly
Criminy.
evil people here. Experimenting or treating her this way. I don't know to what ends or why they would ever try this, but we'll take this back. We'll take her body back, and we'll show the town what they've been up to.
Keep that syringe. I got an idea. That always goes well.
Now,
He's going to stab his own eye.
Lucius, you've seen this before? Care to elaborate on that?
Not really. Sorry. Just
Hell of
nothing
a
good comes of
storyteller, though, Lucius. While you guys are doing this, Wayne's going to take his bedroll, unroll it, wrap her up in it, and then throw her over the back of his horse, covered up so nobody sees her when they come into town.
I don't know why you're covering her up. We should show it off. Show what's happened to her.
Let's wait till we are ready to show it.
Because if we come riding into town, first thing, you know what Mr. Hall's gonna say? The Scarlet Vultures got Juliette. They turned her into a monstrosity. Oh, hell.
You're just thinking about what Raven's going to say. I knew you hated her, Belle, but I never expected this.
Exactly.
That third eye looks a lot like a bullet hole there, baby.
That's my signature
Hey,
mark.
Dan, did you see the message I sent you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. I'll elaborate later. We gotta get... He's like, I'll talk on the way. We'll get going.
You're good. I couldn't tell if my description was accurate.
no,
so.
He's just really... Lucius is just really anxious to get on the road here and get back to town and sort through everything that's happened here. So,
Yeah.
he'll
I got my
tell-
sword
He
and
said,
stick.
I'll look at Belle. It's like, we'll go over all this later. There's a lot to unpack.
All right, well, let's get to town. I'm mighty tired, so let's do that.
Yeah, Lane loads
Are
her
you
up.
leaving Juliette?
No,
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
He's wrapping her up and putting her on the back of his horse, wrapped in his bedroll, and as much as he can hide her, it's still going to look a little bit like a body, but with Wayne a body on the back of the horse ain't so bad as opposed to a dead rose on his horse. So,
All right. It gets dark. You can hear blood-curdling howls. You can hear cackles of struck creatures in the night. And you come to the West Desert Bridge. And it's dark. Treacherous bridge to pass in the pitch black night.
Knew it was coming back to bite us in the ass.
I foreshadowed this. So, you guys all know this bridge is sketchy at best during the daytime, but a fool's errand at night. Is there anything you're going to do to try and aid in the crossing, or are you just trying to get back to town,
I mean,
whatever the cost?
there's probably a full moon tonight, right? We just happen to be crossing on a full moon when it'd be very
good.
bright and well illuminated at night.
That's interesting, but
I'm gonna check the
Oh,
calendar.
have him
how
roll a
much moon-
fortune for it.
okay, we can do a fortune roll for the moon.
Well, it was like how
Just
many?
one flat d6.
Well, it was like we could see what phase the moon is in by rolling a die on that. See how
Okay, yeah, you
full
can
or
do
not.
a D4. If it's a 1, it's a new moon. If it's a 4, it's a full moon. And if it's a 2 or 3, it's a waning or waxing
Waning and
moon.
waxing. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, D4. All right. Let's see how this negotiation goes. 2.
Oh God.
It's waning.
Damn it, Wayne.
Wayne burns the bridge. Just
You can see the moon slightly, but because of all the dust storms since that first rider appeared, they don't just happen during the daytime, they happen at night too. And it's what makes the crossing that much more treacherous. Stay close to the candles. The stairways can be treacherous.
Put the candle back. All right. Wayne's gonna go up to the bridge. He's gonna dismount from Chuck. Make sure his bedroll is reasonably secure.
Air quotes.
Yeah. And instead of riding across, he's gonna walk it and kind of just inspect as he goes to make sure he and Chuck make good decisions.
All right.
I
What
suppose.
action rating are you using?
I think that'd be survey.
Sounds good.
Cool.
This will be controlled standard.
Good God, please. Just something above a 2.
I expected Wayne to bolt across it, deciding that if it broke underneath him, he could just run across fast enough before it fell through.
Full Indiana Jones it.
With a torch to make all of the, like, extra chemicals on the wood just, like, sear together.
Oh, thank God. 1 and a 6. 6.
You step onto the bridge and look, and you can just see reflecting off the river where each of the gaps and holes are, and you're able to navigate Chuck expertly across the river. And as you get 3/4 of the way across, you hear a voice go, "Not there, Wayne."
Thanks, Peter. God, it's not gonna get used to that for a minute.
As you almost step through a broken board, and you step just over,
I can always use
Peter
an
just
extra
saved your
pair of
life.
eyes. Yeah, he did.
you are able to make it across the bridge.
Well, Lucius is going to take a bit of rope and tie it around himself in the side of the bridge so that he can, kind of a safety line in case he steps through. So he's going to use craft, and he's going to craft kind of a harness as he moves
All right.
across here at night off his horse. The horse will follow behind. Or not.
All right, that's going to be controlled standard.
I rolled 4.
All right, that's a partial success.
Woo.
So you are able to get most of the way across the bridge. Your horse starts to come and sneak up on you. You have to try and tell him to slow down, but you are able to make it across. But right at the end, your horse, named Horse, starts to get nervous and stomps a couple of boards loose. But you make it across.
Sounds like Belle's problem to me.
Yeah. Sorry, Belle.
Now we're at Belle.
She's gonna shoot her way through the bridge.
I don't know. I can shoot my way through the bridge. But I do have an idea. So Lucius would have had to tie part of the rope to this side of the bridge.
No, he had it wrapped around the rope on the side. It wasn't at the end of the bridge. He was keeping it
Oh,
around.
come on. Let her have it, Lucius. Let her have it.
But what Lucius will do is now he's made it
You're
across.
under that bus now.
He'll call out, just follow the sound of my voice. Does that help in any way, following the voice? Just,
If you had let me
Follow the
use the
sound of the
rope
breaking
setup
boards.
here, I probably could have used your help with your craft. But no, screw Belle. She's gonna drown in the river. Didn't see that death coming.
Oh, it's almost like you're choosing to just leave someone behind left to their
What's
own poor
that
decisions.
like?
What's that
Going
like?
last? She's making sure the rest of her team gets across safely. Come on.
Uh-huh. Wayne's last an awful lot. way last.
I thought it was first through, last out, or first in, last out.
First down, first
it is.
out,
It is.
last out.
All right. I'll drink my own medicine. God
Lady.
damn it.
Belle.
Just don't drink the medicine that Lucius gave Juliette.
Hey, if you make this, we'll call you Bridge Regard.
All right. So she's gonna take a page out of Lucius's book. Oh shoot! But I don't have a rope.
Why not?
Flashback. Flashback.
Who doesn't have a rope?
I wanted to
You've
wear
literally
armor.
got a lasso
Okay?
on your horse, which we don't have.
Yeah, we didn't end up using the armor, so let's flashback. And she has a rope, a long rope.
Oh, come on. Do better than that. You can do
Been a
better.
rope?
Like, you see... Well, no, just do
Oh,
a flashback. The flashback isn't just like,
It's an
I hit the
event.
flashback button,
You
I
could
have
use-
rope.
You
Like,
could use
you
your
have
horse's
to
lead.
do your flashback.
Your horse
No,
has a lead
she's
or
saying
leather
tell a
some way.
story. We're flashing.
Bring
Okay.
it, Aaron.
She got
I
the rope.
believe in you.
Ethereal music. Flashback.
Oh, God.
You.
This is struck, baby. This is the noises you get.
Wow.
Right after she walked into the barn to gather acid bath to head out and get Juliette, she saw a long piece of rope, one end tied just like a lasso. And something called to her, from those early days growing up on the ranch, before everything went down. She used to practice with that from time to time. In fact, before she was old enough to shoot a gun, that's what her father used to help her aim. So she picked that up and she put it on Acid Bath's saddle before they left town.
Yay, story.
Okay, is that better than she has a rope?
I guess.
I just envision one of those, like, Staples buttons. Yes.
Flashback.
Flashback.
That was handy.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you going to do with your rope?
So she has this rope. It's already kind of tied up like a lasso, and she is going to raise it over her head a couple times, and she is going to sling it and try to lasso onto the post at the other end by Lucius.
I dig
And
it.
if he would
I
like
dig
to
it.
help, maybe, and
Yeah.
put it on there if she misses, that would be fine too. But we'll try slinging it first.
Belle makes it, but Acid Bath the loss.
Lucius was calling out, like, just come this way. It's all clear. It's come this way. So she's got the sound of his voice to go off of.
GM, if I roll a 1, just all ones, can I narratively have it wrap around Lucius?
We will fortune roll it. But I
All
will
right.
say, this is really creative. So I was going to say with his horse breaking some of the boards, if he would have just walked across the bridge, it would no longer be a controlled position. It would have been bumped down to a standard position because there were some boards broken loose that you weren't expecting. But because you're not doing that, you're using your rope from far away, that's going to be controlled still. But because
Okay.
you're throwing a rope in almost pitch black, it is going to be limited. So controlled, limited.
Okay. We get a 6.
You got this. Would you like to describe it or would you like me to?
Lassos right around that post at the far end. She pulls a taut, ties another nice, big, secure knot on her end. She grabs Acid Bath's reins and she starts walking across, very gingerly, kind of testing out one foot. So if she does fall through, she's got the rope to hold on to.
You are able to make it across that bridge with no issues. I like how we got all the 6s out now,
Yeah. Not when I
Yeah,
was
me
shooting
too.
at a door.
because that's how dice work. You are able to make it across the bridge, but you do make it to town very, very early, probably in the morning. It's got to be after midnight by now, but you're still hours away from the sun coming up.
We go straight to the Dusty Rose, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Miss Jolene will be awake.
She will be in a minute.
Hey, you, listening, right now. Can you pause for a second? Or better yet, just stay here. This will only take a couple seconds. Go leave a rating and review on whatever listening network you're on right now. It really helps other people find the show. And if you need more NatFun in your life or really want to support us, and I know you do, be sure to check us out over on Patreon. We've got a whole bunch of stuff from character stat blocks, our cutting room floor clips, and our warm-ups to show you how we get into character. You'd be doing me a solid, and you'd be really helping make sure that NatFun sticks around for a long time.
All right, you go to the Dusty Rose, and it is closed up for the night.
Ooh. Damn.
One of you two has to have keys to this place.
Belle doesn't have a key, but she knows the secret door. The one that is just just behind the kitchen.
Fifth base.
What did you say there, Matt? With air quotes?
The back door, maybe? The old fifth base entry?
Wow. Well, this derailed a bit.
Is back on the rail. Since Belle is a frequent flyer of the Dusty Rose, given that her girlfriend lives there,
Oh, we got a title
she
now.
knows of the secret kitchen door. And she also knows that Polly, the cook, often keeps it unlocked because he likes to slip out and visit the Sacred Heart Saloon, and he needs a way to get back, but he's often too drunk to even bother with the keys. So Belle knows that the kitchen door will be unlocked.
And it is.
She leads the guys over. She doesn't want to touch Juliette, so she'll let Wayne or
Wayne's
Lucius
picking
figure
her
that
up.
out,
Wayne's
but she
got her.
holds open the door.
He's
Do you have your
actually,
leather gloves on? I'm just kidding.
actually, he's always got his gloves on now, but that's a whole different conversation. But no, he's got Juliette over his shoulder, and honestly, he's not in a good spot. He's got his mare's leg in his hand. He doesn't trust anything right now.
So Belle holds open the door. Lucius and Wayne, Carrie, and Juliette walk in. She shuts the door behind her, sees that Polly's not there in the kitchen, so he's probably still over at Sacred Heart or passed out in some alleyway. And then she heads over to Miss Jolene's office.
And luckily, Miss Jolene's office is unlocked, and the back half of her office, Belle and Lucius would know, but had never frequented there, is her personal bedchamber, her personal quarters. So she is in her office, and she's asleep. You see a nice, large bed, satin sheets, a kind of a deep maroon wine color, and she's kind of laying on her stomach, covered up in the blankets. She's got one arm on top of her pillow, one arm underneath, head tilted just to the side, and you just hear a little faint snoring. Like the kind of snoring someone would be like, I don't snore. No, you totally snore. I heard it. No, I don't snore.
Lucius will, go quietly up to her and gently put his hand on her back and shake her awake. Hopefully gently.
As you put your hand on her back, she kind of moves a little bit, and then as you go to shake her awake, she springs up, sits up, sawed-off shotgun in her hand, which is what was under the pillow. What do you think Miss Jolene would call out to you, Lucius? Since you know her so well.
Hands off, dirtbag.
I like to hear what you guys think of the NPCs. She sits up. Hands off, dirtbag. Lucius, what are you doing here? It's the middle of the night.
I know, but it's important. We brought Juliette back, and what's happened to her is an absolute horror. I wouldn't have woken you up otherwise, but I thought you needed to know as soon as possible.
All right. And she turns on a candle.
How you doing, Candle? Want some wine and
Hey
dinner?
Siri, turn on the candle.
Yeah, seriously. I was thinking lantern.
Candle
So
on,
she...
candle off.
No, it's the snapper.
candle.
I invented it before the clapper. She turns on the lantern next to her bed, grabs it, and heads out to the office. What's going on?
Wayne's still got her over his shoulder and wrapped up.
We went and found the house, and it was just full of tumbleweeds there. They didn't really want to even acknowledge that Juliette was ever in this location. Took a little persuasion. We may have dispatched one or two of them.
And she looks over at Belle. Now be straight with me, Belle. What kind of persuasion did you use?
Oh, exactly the kind you're thinking of, Miss Jolene, but it was for a good reason for once.
Mm-hmm. And she looks back to you, Lucius.
Well, just take a look at Juliette. You'll know why we did what we did. Wave Wayne over with her.
Ma'am, you may want to take a minute and prepare yourself. And he lays her down, and then he begins to unroll the bedroll, and he says, "Are you ready?"
Show me.
And he pulls back the entire bedroll and uncovers her in one shot.
And she gasps. And all the glassware remains on the table. She covers her mouth, and the lantern gets unsteady in her grip for a moment.
Wayne grabs it, knowing it was coming. Holds it for her.
And she falls to her knees. Oh, Juliette, I'm so sorry. She insisted on going. I don't know what she was trying to prove or who she was trying to prove it to. Oh, my poor sweet Juliette. And she puts her hand on her face and closes all 3 of her eyes.
Well, you won't have to worry about sending girls there anymore, because Wayne here took care of that location. And he'll pull out the wrapped up syringe and vials, and he'll show that to Miss Jolene and say, they did this to her. They used some form of liquid hellstone and mutated her intentionally.
And with that, I am going to say you guys can progress a drop of hell by 1. So a drop of hell is up to what, 4 out of 6 now?
Correct.
Okay. Now what's this, Lucius?
Some form of liquid hellstone. It's quite powerful. Its effects can, at least from what I understand, can vary greatly. I don't mess with this stuff if I can avoid it, but I've seen its capabilities, and I have to imagine that used in this fashion, injecting someone with this chemical would mutate them in this horrible way. She's got all sorts of things going on here. I mean, Wayne's only got a tail. You know, he's definitely touched Hellstone a few times, but this happens.
You don't know she knows this, Lucius. But thank you for just exposing me to the entire town now.
Well,
Wayne, are you done?
I just like a little common decency in the world. It's been a hell of a night, but yes, I am done.
Wayne, I've seen your bare butt. Are you done?
It ain't bare no more.
She knows. Belle. I want that vial, and I want it for a good damn reason, and that's all I'm saying.
you can have the vial. I have no use for this, but yeah.
Miss Jolene is just slowly stroking Juliette's hair. Who do you think did this?
What was the tumbleweeds? I don't know for sure who in the tumbleweeds, but we know who runs the tumbleweeds. We know what they've been doing around here. Getting a little too big for the britches.
We asked
if you
for
ask
Weston
me.
while we were there.
And she takes a mama bear voice. Belle, you been talking about your personal goals? Twisting the goals of your posse? Oversharing?
Miss Jolene, I truly, frankly, do not understand what you are trying to imply.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Belle, we made a deal.
I'm being...
I got a business to run.
Miss Jolene, I'm being honest with you.
And you all did me a favor. You brought Juliette back to the Dusty Rose, where she belongs. And there's something I'm going to share with you, because I'm worried about it. There's a new face in town. Didn't get to see much, just had a brief conversation. But she called herself the Baroness. She came in here just yesterday, seemed to be getting the lay of the land, but I didn't like the way she looked at me. She came in, fancy silver spurs with skulls, neon green eyes painted on them, cloak barely showed her face. I just didn't like how she looked at me. Don't trust her eyes. And just so you know, JD's gone.
JD, we just saw him.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Someone mighty powerful came into town, gave him a load of gold. He's gone north to the farmlands.
Oh, so he's just left. He ain't dead. All right. Hooch would be mighty sorry if JD was dead.
That hooch is crazy.
But, Miss Jolene, you said this was my doing, me twisting the posse's goals here. And I know everybody knows I've got a beef with the Tumbleweed Gang, but we ain't been doing nothing to seek them out. They just keep coming up in our path, and we're just trying our best not to let them ruin Hellstruck any further.
And Lucius will interject. He's like, yeah, we found a rain check in the street. It led us to a little bit of a personal gain. With someone's loss is, our gain. We weren't intentionally trying to wrong anyone when we did that, and we tried to set it right. But even in doing so, Wesson didn't care. He's gone and done this. He's gone and done even worse to others all along the way. It's not that Belle set us on this way. I think we're all just starting to see the light.
We paid the debt, and he'd already taken the pound of flesh. And it wasn't anything that should have been taken. I'm not agreeing this is the right path, but this isn't right, and what that girl had done isn't right at all. There's too much here. This place is doomed, but we don't need people shoving it down the hole.
Nickel?
Well,
God bless it.
Miss Jolene slowly makes eye contact with each of you. She looks down at Juliette, strokes her hair one last time, and says, all these years I felt responsible for all of them. And no matter how much I tried to help them, they're each their own person. They're going to go their own way. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what's going on in this Hellstruck world no more. But I can thank you for bringing Juliette back. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And she starts to wrap her back up in the cloth.
All right. Well, we should go get some rest, clear our heads, and think about what it is we're going to do next.
I'll stay in there for a second and said I'll catch up.
What about you, Belle?
Belle's torn. Does she go upstairs and screw up Raven's sleeping pattern, or does she go back to the schoolhouse?
It's Belle. Of course that's what she's gonna do.
It is. Yeah, she heads upstairs.
All right.
There's somebody in there with her. That'll be entertaining.
Oh.
Wayne, you said you wanted to hang back?
Yeah, you want to talk to Miss Jolene, and he looks down at Juliette and goes, I didn't have any special relationship with her, but I feel terrible about this, and I don't know how things work in the Roses, but I'll make sure she gets buried and a gravestone and all that proper things if you'd like.
I appreciate you, Wayne.
She was good to me, but
The Roses will take care of this. She's one of ours.
if I can do anything, let me know.
But thank you.
On a secondary note, that favor I did for you doesn't seem like much now, but as it seems to be an issue in this town where names don't get around until you find a tongue and a skull in a box, it was found out that I took care of a problem. Your name never came up, promise that, but I do owe something to the Death Valley gang now. I just wanted you to be aware. They somehow knew it was me, so somebody's talking. But I came out on the good side of it for the most part. But I want you to know where I have to stand now. And I don't know what your standing is with them. But you don't have a bad standing with them on my part. And nobody knows. So.
Well, thank you, Wayne. You got a good head on your shoulders and a mediocre one on your behind.
He's coming to terms. He's talking now, so he might be smarter than me soon enough, which ain't a big leap.
I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
And I told you there was risk with taking that favor, but If it got you what you needed, it's done.
Yep. I don't know who's talking, because I know it ain't Mr. Wong, no matter how much you don't like me, but we got a problem with a town that don't speak to each other, and what these animals are doing. Every one of them's dead in the dirt right now. If I see another one of them, I'm probably not going to have the patience to talk to them. I'll just say that. So, if I don't see you anytime soon, that's what's going on.
All right, well, thank you for making them pay for this, Wayne. Keep that smart head on your shoulders.
And one between your cheeks.
Here and there. Good night. He walks out.
All right, as you all head out, we now phase into the downtime.
Down, down, down. Ring of fire.
All right, I'm going to combine mine. So I want to use some training to get my last skill in prowess.
Okay.
So we are going to prowl very sneakily up the stairs to Raven's room.
Yeah, you don't want to wake her, startle her. I get it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense.
Where she's playing hide the weasel with a client.
So I'm going to check that box. That maxes out prowess. And I'll give myself a spot in prowl. So no more disadvantage
Nice.
there. Yeah.
Nice.
And then, I'd like to indulge in my vice. So as I sneak up, all quiet-like, push open the door. Do I see anybody else in that room?
Who should be fortune roll or no?
I think I
Yeah.
should fortune roll.
All right. I say it's just a straight D6.
Should a one be
It's
there's
just random.
2 people in that room? Or 2?
Ooh, yes.
With spurs on.
I got a 3.
All right. So with a 3, roll another D6 for me, please.
Okay. That's a 6.
All right. So I was going in my head, odd or even. So X chromosomes, odd or even. So you go into the room. There's just barely any faint moonlight coming through the window, and you see Raven's silhouette under the satin sheet. And you see her dark black hair. And next to her, you see another figure, another form. As you walk further into the room, quietly, you see another female form with auburn hair with some golden highlights.
Where's Wayne?
And as you lean a little bit to kind of see if you can make out the person's face, the floorboard. Who's there? You hear Raven say.
It's me. Can I join you?
Sure, she paid for the works. Come on in.
Fade to black.
No. Make
Where
Aaron
is
describe the
Wayne?
situation.
This is
This is that rope
Fade
all
to
over again.
satin sheets.
So, we have faded to black on Belle's evening.
check out our Patreon content to see what happens next.
It involves a brown chicken, brown cow.
Sorry, I'm in our
All the farm animals
OnlyFans.
show up. Wow.
All right.
Only dice.
So, you get to roll some dice to indulge in your vice.
But it's
And I'll say because there's an extra person, you can add one more. Add one
God.
additional grit because that's a fun situation.
Are you rolling for grit? Because you're topped up on grit, aren't you?
I have 2 out. So actually the third
could go
person
poorly.
actually doesn't help me.
Oh, God.
I'll say that one is narratively fun, but does not cause an overindulgence. But if you do roll higher than a 2, it'll be an overindulgence.
Okay, so roll dice to equal to your Lotus attribute rating, which is going to be wits, and I have 1. So is that just 1 dice?
Shocking. Yep.
Yep.
And I got a 3.
All right, so you overindulged a bit.
That makes sense. There's an extra person there.
Fair enough.
Okay. When you overindulge, you make a bad call because of your vice. To bring this effect of the bad decision into the game, select an overindulgence. Attract trouble. Okay. Tempted by the dark side. Ooh. Lost. Vanish. Or tapped. Your current purveyor cut you off. Well, I'm not doing that to Raven, so we're going to do Tempted by the dark side and add +2 doom.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Jeez. Can we have a discussion about these decisions?
Nope.
Nope. She's the one that
Yeah.
overindulged. She's playing into the narrative. All right. Now we also see that we didn't follow our proper procedure for downtime. We jumped the gun a bit. No, you're good. We start with payout.
Oh, who won our knife toss? I believe. Yeah, that's right. Just want to make sure.
He wants you to say it.
Lucky Lucius Lorna won the knife toss. Not based on skill. No.
Literally, lucky Lucius Lorna.
Literally lucky Lucius Lorna.
So, with this one, because it was kind of a small job for a close friend, it's just going to be small loot. So your payout is only 4 coin.
Well, he gets 2, I get 1, Wayne gets 1.
Oh yeah, because Wayne got burned. He only gets 1.
Peter didn't make any bets on the knife throwing contest.
I know.
Fair enough.
All right, so next phase of downtime is mutations. There was no direct contact with Hellstone. Next up is Doom. So, we got to pick. Did you guys add or remove Doom from the world?
Belle
You could
did
argue we
shoot.
removed
so
Doom.
slightly.
Come on.
No,
I would too.
Belle shot someone in the back. We burnt a house to the ground. We shot first, asked no questions.
Uh-huh.
We
We
added
asked
Doom.
questions
took-
first. They refused answers
And then they
forced her
got
ahead.
mouthy, so I kicked their mouth in.
I will say, I do
Wayne
think that
went with the plan.
in the initial scale, I feel that your run was 0 Doom. You brought no hope, but did no damage either. But then the modifiers is where I think
Well.
some comes into play.
We'll see. Let's lawyer this out.
Belle shot an unarmed man in the back, but we also rescued a
He killed a
horribly
woman.
mutated woman from their captivity.
This
so
is Old Testament rules.
Okay.
I gave Juliette a peaceful ending. Maybe not intentionally. It was compassionate.
She chased the dragon to death. Good.
So, I do think that you killed people.
No one's debating
Killed
that.
monsters.
And I hear your pitch, but it also does say increase to +2 if innocent people were killed. And you did technically,
Oh,
accidentally kill Juliette.
Lucius. Or was that a mercy? We did her a mercy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Mercy killings still suck, man.
This is wait now hold on. I am gonna lawyer this because this is now we're arguing first, second, third degree here. The intent was not to murder Juliette. It happened, but we're not talking first degree here.
Yeah, but the wording of the modifier is killing of people was involved.
The
Increase
drugs
to
killed her, not
+2.
Lucius.
Increase to +2 if innocent people were killed.
The bullet killed them, not
So
Wayne.
in lawyering the rules, I would say this is not +3. +1 is for shooting someone in the back, and it would go up to a maximum of 2 if we count Juliette.
That's fine, whatever.
Count it.
We don't
Do
have
it.
to,
Let
but
the world
how
burn.
do
No,
you guys
it's fine.
feel about the doom
I'm
that was added to
having
the world by what you
fun.
found?
This is just
It's
shit.
all Weston's fault
and that
anyway,
show-
so that's fine.
Yeah, add +2.
All right, so
Oh, yeah, you
+2
yeah.
plus an additional 2 for each active writer, so you get a total of +4 doom.
Oh, wait. Can we add another one? Because we brought civilization or orders at the expense of other people, and a hatred of them was involved.
That's fair. Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne was right across the board.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're going to see our
Although
third writer
I
tomorrow,
think
huh?
that's more supposed to be like political hate of certain groups against certain groups,
Yeah,
not
but
just
we-
you hated the people.
We said at the beginning this isn't going to be political, So if we want to have this one come into play, it has to be a personal hatred, a personal vendetta.
That's fair. You should have the Chaos Goblin pistol.
I'm coming for the title.
All right, guys. So what's the final vote? You get 2 for the active writers.
2 for
3.
the deaths,
Yeah.
That's
and
4.
then 1 for the hatred of them being involved.
All right. That's +5 Doom.
Where are we at? I'm not even looking at the,
Yeah, how's
the
our Doom
scale
clock
right now.
looking?
I don't know if I want to.
Depends. Is great good if you only have 1 box left to check?
Good Lord.
Oh, no.
We haven't added Aaron's roll yet to. Uh-oh.
Well,
She
once we
added
get
2 Doom. It was happening no matter what.
It was gonna
wasn't
happen
just
no matter
the 5th one. It was going to happen. All right. Wash our hands of this.
All right. Now we have to do the location quality rating, where I make a fortune roll.
Okay. Can this take away Doom? I'm just throwing it out there.
Doom never leaves. And it never sleeps.
And neither does Peter. It's the whistling that really drives you nuts.
Is he like Donkey
Peter,
from Shrek?
Peter, pumpkin eater.
Just constantly making noise.
And we've added 2 more ticks
Oh, good.
to one of our location clocks. Let It Rain is now full,
Cool beans.
and you will get to experience that soon.
Lots going to happen before next session.
At least it'll take the heat off.
But the rest of our downtime, writer events. That is a me roll.
I wonder what kicking people in the face and burning down their house gets you for rep.
I think Bloody Belle earned her reputation shooting someone in the back. I mean, that's exactly what I expect her to do, so.
Absolutely. He had it coming.
Yeah, Bloody Belle and Insane Wayne. It's quite a combination.
He's gonna try to earn a new one, Freight Train Wayne. I was trying to ride a horse through a house and just the dice wouldn't let me. Set out to do some simple things.
I just see Wayne getting clothesline going through the doorway. It's not built for horses.
Worth it.
All right, I have rolled for the writer events.
Wonderful.
You will face that after downtime concludes. So now we're just to downtime activities. So we played through errands. Did you already add the +1 Doom when you were talking that through?
I did not. It was the +2 Doom, and so it pushes us over the edge.
So that means the 3rd writer will appear. But let's finish the downtime activities of Lucius and Wayne,
That'd be
and then I will narrate the 3rd writer.
the rider of ice, so it cools things down a bit.
That's what I was hoping.
Happy to see.
All right. Lucius is going to take his downtime, first of all, to acquire an asset. He's going to head just over to the local store there and pick up 2 sticks of dynamite. Assume that's simple enough. That would be reasonably
Simple enough.
around town. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then the second activity is he's going to spend the rest of the night crafting, and he's going to take he had left actually the tongue in a little glass of water to kind of keep it hydrated, and he's now going to basically squeeze it out and add some a little bit of red leather dye to kind of get the color right. And he's going to take that skull, the vulture skull that's been bleached by the sun, and he's going to set it in there for a few hours to absorb the color and become that scarlet red color he's looking for. And then basically in the morning time, maybe right after he wakes up, he'll go ahead and throw it on like a braided leather like bolo tie necklace he'll take one of his off and use that as a gift for Belle when he sees her. We're out in the open. I think she should have something special to wear.
That's cool.
And do I need to roll anything else? That was it. Because I'm not rolling for grit or anything, so I think that's...
You're good.
All right.
All right, Wayne, what about you? What are you doing for downtime?
Well, Wayne is still pretty tore up, so he's gonna go over to the Sacred Heart bar and have a few drinks to calm his nerves, and maybe have a chat or two and see how that goes from there. See if he can lower his current situation. He's also gonna take a little of that whiskey and clean the wounds out on his back and patch him up with a few. Mostly, good thing is, most of it was hotly singed by his coat, so his wounds are closed up pretty good, but he wants to make sure they're clean.
All right.
So he's got to do some healing.
Vision someone pouring whiskey on themselves on their wounds in the middle of a bar.
Bar.
Dwayne, people don't ask questions, all right? So Wayne needs to do a little healing, and depending how that goes, he'll make his second choice. He couldn't roll these together.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That's a D6, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5. So based on what my understanding is here, I removed 2. So I had 1 first level, and I had 1 left in my second level. So I'm all healed up now.
Yep, and the first level we said washes with downtime.
Okay. So his panic is finally done. Although Wayne is in good shape-ish for his grit, he is going to indulge in his vice, and he's going to go back while everybody's out and about behind the schoolhouse because he's afraid people are in there. And he's going to
Does this checker
take
go
the,
straight or straight?
Oh, good God, man. Yep. He's going to sit out back a little ways away, and he's going to roll the shell casings around in his pocket and just sit. And he's going to have a chat with a man with a large smile on his neck that Wayne met once, and take his downtime.
All right, roll for your vice.
This could go poorly. Let's see. Can I keep my standard rolls and hopefully only roll a 2? That's a 2! Woo! Wayne didn't overindulge. So, Wayne has his chat. He chats with, he introduces the ghost to Peter, and he sits there terrified for about an hour, and then he goes to bed. That's his old rigmarole.
So, we've finished downtime, and you guys are all asleep in your respective locations. Wayne, did you make it back to the schoolhouse, or are you sleeping in the bar?
Oh, no, I went to the bar, then I went behind the schoolhouse, and then I went into the schoolhouse to go take a...
All right, Lucius, you're back at the schoolhouse?
Yep. Sleep for the night.
All right, Belle, did you stay there, or did you sneak back to the schoolhouse in the morning before the client woke up?
Yes, we're back in the schoolhouse.
Okay.
Long pause there.
Gotta think about it.
All right, so you all get a good night's sleep, but the weight of maybe how you killed some people today, but more importantly, the weight of what you saw was done to Juliette sits heavily on all of you as you sleep. And as you try to get rest in just the few hours that you have, your dreams are filled with ideas. What is that neon green liquid for? How is it crafted? What can it trigger? What is their end goal? And it spins into screams, terrified screams, wind swirling, crashing, smashing as you wake up seeing wood, wind, clouds swirling, smashing outside of your window of the schoolhouse. You watch tornadoes rip down the streets. and you can see through the broken windows up on the mesa, not one, not two, but 3 riders standing. As you can hear the wind swirling and whipping throughout the town.
Belle looks up and, Lucius, it's time to call the town meeting.
Couldn't agree more. It's Wesson's time to pay.
And with that, we end our session.
Guys, we got 2 riders and 2.5 episodes. Is that a
In like
record?
2
Yeah,
days.
that's
I don't know.
an impressive.
Terrible.
I feel good about every decision I've made.
And I didn't use my special ability, which cranks those doom up. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's all that shooting people in the back.
Yeah,
That helped a little
Nah.
bit.
yeah.
They deserved it. Just came with questions. Belle decided to make good decisions and have a conversation when Wayne was going to go in there shooting, and that's what they choose to do, so that's what they get.
All right. Well, we will start next session with how you're going to get this town meeting called, what you do in the moments as people gather, and then we'll see what happens next.
I assume it'll take time to call it the town meeting because we're going to have to call it and then give people time. So would it be a day later then?
Well, the writer will join
Yeah,
us.
probably
Yeah.
a day at
It
least.
should be
Probably a
half
day later.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's no cell phone.
All right. Yeah, there's no bat signal here. But until next time,
We hope you can find yourself a table.
Or a computer.
And some friends.
so you can roll into your own NatFun.
We did it! I
Adios.
think that's the
The
first time
first
we didn't
time.
talk over each other.
Bye
The
for
first time
now.
we did it smooth. Yeah.
It happens.
Woo.
Ooh. The weight of that cliffhanger hurts. If this is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, are we nearing the end? What do those scarlet vultures have up their sleeve with this here town meeting they're fixing to call? And I'm curious, that Lucius got himself a taste of that powerful new Hellstone. How long before he becomes obsessed? And Belle sure is leaving destruction in her wake. I wonder who else is going to be hurt by those waves. And it sounds like Wayne has a decision to make. You can only ride your horse behind one posse. And is loyalty still the right choice when they're doomed? Come back next week to hear all about it, right here at NatFun. I can't wait to see where this player-driven narrative is going, because it's not where I had planned. Being able to simply coordinate the world reacting around what the players do has been a fun experience and an awesome new challenge for me as a GM. And for the players, the weight and danger of each dice roll and the decision to use or save their precious grit is felt in every session. If you want to try A Fistful of Darkness out for yourself, you can at monkeyecho.itch.io/a-fistful-of-darkness. And if you just want to learn more about our gameplay of A Fistful of Darkness, you can check out our Patreon. We have some really cool Let's episodes and other content drops at both the free and the paid tiers. You can find links to both in our show notes. And I'll see you here next week for our next episode of Hellstruck's Demise.